jumping it up against Turco as we are officially underway.
Same starters for the Cardinals. Ito yung strong five nila to start off the ball game. Usually one of the highest scoring starters when it comes to the NCAA. Yan talaga yung sinasandigan nila, Anton.
You see the rookie Recto going right at last year's MVP Will Gozum. At sila ang nagpabantayan ngayon. Rosilio, one of our leading candidates for Freshman of the Year, tasked to defend Miguel Ocson.
Ang ganda rin ng pick-up dito ni Coach Randy Alcantara kay Rosilio. Of course, Peter Rosilio, one of the top high school players from last season. Nabigyan ng pagkakataon here to be the starting point guard of a championship caliber team. Perfect complement kay Clint Escamis at kay Paulo Hernandez coming off the bench.
Gozum, first attempt is a 3. And that to me is a little bit surprising. Will Gozum opting for that shot to begin this contest. Bonifacio, mid-range, too strong. Carlos picks up the loose ball. Ocson contra Rosilio. Ocson is able to draw a foul.
Oh no, basket. Mukhang tinawagan sa baba pa lang on that hesitation move si Migs Ocson. This is the one thing that they need to do. Talking about the Benilde Blazers, kailangan sila magdikta ng tempo dahil ang laro ng Benilde nagpo-flow from their primary attack.
Some of the protagonists in this matchup have a little bit of history together, and to tell us more about that history, let's bring in one of our courtside reporters, Arlov De Jesus from the Mapua side.
Andun Coach Hammer, nakausap si Clint Escamis ang isa sa mga nagpapakitang gilas sa Mapua Cardinals. Sabi niya na they are all healthy and motivated this semifinals. Talagang pukpok daw sila sa ensayo at lagi daw sila nanood ng films para makorek daw yung mga lapses nila when it comes to their defense during the first and second round of the season. Tinanong ko rin si Clint kung destiny nga ba talaga ang nangyayari ngayon sa kanila. Sabi niya na hoping and praying daw siya that it will happen again kasi nung juniors sila nila Warren Bonifacio and Paulo Hernandez, sila rin yung nakakuha ng championship title. At dito rin yun, Anton and Coach Hammer, sa MOA Arena. Kaya naman abangan natin kung makukuha nga ba na Mapua Cardinals ang kanilang unang panalo for the semifinals of the season 99. Ano sa tingin niyo, Anton and Coach Hammer?
Well, we'll have to see about that. But you're right, Arlov. It was at this exact venue, the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City, NCAA Season 92, the Mapua Red Robins won their first ever juniors basketball crown with their head coach Randy Alcantara and of course players like Will Gozum, Clint Escamis, and Warren Bonifacio.
Saka Anton, correct lang kita pare, hindi konti na history yun. Malalim na history yun na manalo ka ng championship with your friends that you practically grew up with. Tapos ngayon sila yung makakatapat mo.
Gozum taking a different path though in college and now wearing different colors. He gives the ball to Prince Carlos. What a move by Prince Carlos, switching hands in the air.
Again, Anton, being the aggressor, getting up-tempo, scoring off stops, yan ang kailangan gawin dito ng koponan ng Benilde. Kita mo, nag-clamp down sila ng depensa. A little bit more disciplined after being called out by Coach Charles Chu in public, getting chewed out. And let's see how they would be responding.
Carlos gets the cross-court pass. Carlos' shot is a little bit short. And here comes Recto. Recto, coast to coast. Recto bodying up. Just too strong off the glass, but you can see that the rookie is trying to get involved. Carlos has the basketball. Binigay dito kay Miguel. Turco spins. Nifty move and finish for Turco. First time in the Final Four and making an impact. The Benilde Blazers are off to a fiery start, a 5-0 beginning, and Mapua calls a timeout.
Look at me now, I'm flying so high. I can see the whole world. Look at me now, I'm ready for victory. It's my time, my turn. Hero, oh, oh, oh. We will rise for the season.
We welcome you to our live coverage of NCAA Season 99. Anton Rojas alongside Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio. Let's get to Coach Hammer's hit list right here.
Well, number 1, Anton, follow the lead para sa Mapua Cardinals. Clint Escamis, 8 Player of the Game awards throughout the season, being the leader offensively and defensively. He needs to start and really stamp his class dito sa Final Four. Artillery ready towards the latter part of the second round. The 3-point shots of Mapua has been falling. Been one of the best shooting teams in that stretch. Pace and space. Ang Mapua hindi ma-fast break na team, but they know how to execute on the half court if they are able to control that pace at bigyan nila ng space o matake si Cuenco, etong si Escamis at si Rosilio, pati si etong si Bonifacio. Pagka nakakuha sila ng mga malilinis na atake, yan ang magbibigay sa kanila ng panalo.
As you mentioned, Coach Hammer, Mapua, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the NCAA. Number 3 to be exact. That's the third shot of JC Recto, unable to convert still for the Cardinals. They're going to him early.
Playing tendencies lang dito ang College of St. Benilde. Pinapupunta nila dun sa weak hand itong si JC Recto. Pero nakakapunta pa rin sa kanan, naka-wall up lang yung depensa, nakataas.
Bola na kay Miguel Oxon as the Benilde Blazers are fighting for survival. They do not want this to be the end of the road. Let's go to Julia Ong, who has this report on the Blazers side.
The journey is far from over, Anton and Coach Hammer, dahil para sa CSB Blazers, hindi pa dito ang final destination nila sa NCAA Season 99. Dahil sa salita nga ni Robby Naive, ay kontrolado pa nila ang destiny. Kaya magtatrabaho hanggang dulo, kasabay ng sistemang inilatag sa kanila. Hindi na muli pang lilingon sa iba, kundi sa isa't isa lamang. Hindi na din daw para mag-adjust sa sistema ng Mapua Cardinals. What matters most for them right now is to stick to their game plans and play the brand of basketball their coaches have been instilling in them since day one. All for now on the side of the Blazers and one in Coach Hammer.
Thank you very much, Julia, for that report. Benilde definitely looking like a team that is determined to live to fight another day. But Recto on his 4th attempt finally gets the first field goal for the Cardinals.
Ang ganda ng pagkaka-execute dito. Kaya lang hindi lang nakakuha ng basket ang Benilde Blazers on that Iverson screen. Kanina pa sila nakakakuha ng initiation on that. As we see a foul here.
They actually called a trampling violation on Clint Escamis.
Tsaka ganda ng depensa dito ng College of St. Benilde. Nakatapat lang sila kay Clint at dun sa mga attackers. They're walling off, just taking that primary attack, sinasalo lang nila, and then they take care of business dahil matibay yung help side defenders nila.
And Clint has not taken a shot, and we're almost at the halfway point of this first period. Paulo Hernandez in the game for the first time. Prince Carlos creating some space. And Cyrus Cuenco comes up with a board. Here comes Escamis. Escamis using his speed. And as I say that, Clint Escamis gets on the board.
Credit half of that basket sa seal ni Jopet Soriano. Pababa pa lang after getting a good box out. Dire-diretso siya, seal on the middle. Nabarahan niya yung atake at ng depensa ng St. Benilde. Kaya nakakuha ng malinis na atake si Clint Escamis sa gitna.
And Clint Escamis not forcing the issue, waiting for the right time and the opportunity to strike. And he gets on the board for the Cardinals. Cuenco on the attack. Cuenco, naghahanap ng mapapasahan, napunta kay Recto. Recto thought about the 3. Recto missing on the drive. That's the 5th attempt already.
Strong right, shade right. Binibigyan ng pagkakataon dumiskarte si Recto. But they would live with that.
I have not seen Recto this aggressive all season.
Mas gusto ng St. Benilde yan eh. Paatakihin mo na si Recto kaysa si Escamis na nakaka-create.
Oxon, he is on today. Miguel Oxon with a crafty move and finish.
So good execution here of the ball swing, putting the defensive player on the hip, slowing down, caging him, and shooting that floater.
Miguel Oxon.
Oh, one thing that you don't want Miguel Oxon to have is clean looks. You can't give a smaller guy to dito kay Migs Oxon. Kasi pag kahit hindi nga malinis eh, basta alam niya na may linya.
Oxon is the leading scorer for the Blazers, averaging 13.2 points per game. And Oxon has led Benilde in scoring in 5 out of their 18 games in the elimination round. Gives Benilde a 12-5 advantage. Escami is calling out the play. Mapua is down by 7. Escamis, contested 3, no problem. Clint Escamis right in the face of the defense.
And we haven't seen Clint Escamis shoot that much prior to the San Beda game. Binigay sa kanya yung mga looks na ganun. He made 5 3-pointers in that game and it built up his confidence. Now, yung mga susukatin niya yung depensa sabay pull upan, nasama na sa laro niya eh.
Oxon again, drawing another foul.
Oh, you can't put small guys against Mix Oxon. Ito muna, Anton, no? Yung squaring up the defense, ang hirap na tira yan eh. Lalo na going to his left kasi alam natin strong right si Clint Escamis. So, when he shimmies to his left, gusto niya na mag-shuffle yung depensa so that he would have space to shoot that 3.
Escamis is averaging 15.5 points per game against the Benilde Blazers this season. Oxon converting on the first free throw. Oxon with 5 points, 1 rebound, and an assist.
And more importantly, more involved in this ball game. A lot of their actions, bumabagsak yung bola doon sa mga taong dapat may hawak ng bola. Talking about Will Gozum, talking about Mix Oxon. More than 80% of their possessions end up with a shot attempt by those two guys. Which is yan talaga yung hierarchy ng opensa nila.
Escamis being defended by the Benilde team captain, Robbie Naive. Escamis from the elbow, air ball. And that's going to be Blazers basketball.
Ito, Anton, good matchup din to. Mark Sanko, one of my favorite players, at si Jopet Soriano. Parehas active na big guys that plays really hard underneath the basket pero walang tatalo dun sa suot ni Joseph Eriogo. Ito ba yun? Ito, mamaya mapopokus natin on Camian as there's a turnover here stepping on that sideline si Mark Sanko.
I'm expecting something wild because you pointed at it like it matters so much, but I can't see it because of
it's right there.
the Mapua crowd right here.
It's right there.
Hernandez bringing the ball down. Marcos in front of him. Escamis pops out, shoots a 3. Escamis too strong. Oxon with the board. Ngayon naman si Hernandez ang nakatao dito kay Miguel Oxon. Double team comes. Igliane. Oxon spins. Igliane comes up with a board. That's a good stop for the Cardinals.
Tough shot yun dahil nag-hard show na. Sinasabi nga ni Coach Charles na ando dun na eh.
Wow, what a seal by Jopet Soriano. And the Mapua Cardinals are back in it. They have cut the Blazers lead down to 4.
Look at me now, I'm flying so high. I can see the whole world. Look at me now, I'm ready for victory. It's my time, my turn. Hero, oh, oh, oh. We'll rise for the season. Hero, oh, oh, oh.
Now let's go to the Benilde side for Coach Hammer's hit list.
Well, Anton, mostly, this is intrinsic eh. Hindi mga numero ang kailangan mo rito. Rule of the fist, pag 5 kayong magkakasama, mas madiin yung hawak ninyo dyan sa panalo at sa laro. It's recorded throughout the season na nagkakaroon ng up and down emotions ang Benilde. Importante yan. 5 sila magkakasama, buong team solid. Release the switch. Benilde is the deepest and most adaptable roster. I've been through this since simula pa lang ng season. Kailangan pakawalan na ni Coach Charles yung mga dapat naglalaro inside the court. And the most important is clearing the mechanism. They need to win this game. At more importantly, they need to stamp their class in this ball game. So they need to forget what happened prior to this Final Four and recalibrate. Most important game is this game.
Coach Charles Liu, you just saw him on your screens. A 21-12 coaching record in 3 seasons in the NCAA. And he's got perhaps one of the best rosters in the past 20 years in Blazers history. As Escamis picks up the loose ball, Soriano gives it back to Escamis. Igliane to Dalisay, catch and shoot 3. Escamis with the board. Back to Kobe for 3. Dalisay firing blanks. And Soriano could not hold on to the basketball.
And what about the trust that Clint Escamis has dito kay Kobe Dalisay? Na he needs his shooters para mas lumuwag yung driving lanes niya.
Dalisay shooting 32% from beyond the
Oh,
arc
this
season.
lineup I like. This lineup I like, Anton.
Ito yung sinasabi mo, Coach Hammer, na kailangan ibabad na ni Coach Charles yung mga dapat maglaro.
Itong tatlong to, malaking bagay to para sa kanila. These guys are 6'5", can switch from 3 to 4 and 5, can contain the pick and roll, and can contain the boards. Kaya lang, inaatake sila dito ni Jopet Soriano. Grabe! Sibog sa ilalim.
He is playing like a man possessed right now. Jopet Soriano, an early X factor for the Cardinals. Escamis pulling up for 3. Missed shot.
Walang box out.
No problem. Jopet Soriano like a scavenger on the hunt.
Ano ulit ang laro niya? Basurero. Pag may pera sa basura, yung mga talbog ng bola, crash the boards. Yan ang weakness ng zone. Hindi chumicheck from the outside. Pagka may buwelo ka and you like to attack and get physical inside, get those offensive rebounds, papabor sa iyan.
Talk about turning garbage into gold.
Yun lang.
Look at this. Another possession for Mapua.
Igliane, hustling for that possession. Great job by the reserve big guys dito ng Mapua. Medyo flat yung start ni Warren Bonifacio, pero to the rescue ang kanilang bench.
Igliane. Hernandez to Escamis. Baseline drive, creating space.
Oh, binura.
Escamis blocked by Corteza. Kahukom. Left hand. Finish does not work. And the ball will stay with the Blazers. Oh, wait.
Better vantage point.
Call was reversed.
Oo.
And Coach Charles cannot believe it. Referee Harry Santos making the call.
Oo, kasi mas maganda yung angulo niya. Nandun siya sa likod ng action.
So you have the 3 graduating players, 3 of 5 graduating players on the floor right
Next
now.
action.
Naive, Corteza, and Gozum. Inside
Oh,
pass.
good pass.
Igliane could not convert.
Good pass. Sayang, ganda ng pocket pass. But next play.
Mapua has had several sorry misses here in the early goings of this game.
So nung second round meeting nila, Anton, this was one thing that Benilde did the whole game. They dictated the physicality. Sumil sila ng sumil. Hindi sila natakot sa physicality ng Mapua. They keep on chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. O tignan natin kung ganyan din ba yung magiging theme dito sa larong to.
Benilde in the second round ended a 6-game winning streak by Mapua. And ironically, in this game, Mapua is also on a 6-game winning streak.
Oh, we shall see. We shall see if tables will be turned or Mapua will take that 7-game winning streak to the finals.
Miggy Corteza has been Benilde's best player in the 2 games that these 2 teams faced off against each other. Corteza, a picture of consistency, averaging 16 points per contest, Coach Hammer.
Yep. And si Miggy kasi is a small forward masquerading as a power forward. And given that opportunity to step up and play more minutes, nakakapag-produce siya. Tsaka pabor sa kanya yung matchup dito eh. When it comes to Mapua, he is a very versatile and athletic 4 guy that loves to run the floor.
Good line for Hernandez. Just a little bit too strong. Sanko, natapikan ni Jopet Soriano. 3-on-1 fast break. Make that a 4-on-1 fast break. And Rosilio is able to finish. Freshman point guard, Peter Rosilio.
He's so solid. Solid tong si Rosilio. And his productivity as a freshman, laking bagay. Kasi stable eh. Stable, di nagtatapon ng bola.
Rosilio averaging 4.4 points per game and 3.1 rebounds per game. 1.9 assists as well. McCoy Marcos with a finish on the drive. 18-14 in favor of Benilde. Cyrus Cuenco. Cuenco to Soriano. And Soriano will head to the line for two. A lot of the role players from this Mapua side have been very involved in this first period.
That's important, Adon, dahil they had a flat start. Medyo hindi ganun kaganda yung simula nila. And the bench players, the bench mob, provided the lift that they need to be in striking distance. Kasi malaki malakas yung arrive ng Benilde.
Yep, at one point in this period, they had a 9-point advantage. And this was one of the things that Coach Charles Tew was worried about, which version of the Benilde Blazers would show up today.
Well, the real Benilde Blazers need to show up. The one that we picked pre-season with the deepest roster, the most talent returning, and sila lang yung complete na hindi question mark pagdating sa season na to para sa atin lahat.
Soriano missing on the first free throw. Will Gozum talking to him, trying to get in his head.
I see a lot of coaches here. Dun sa may baseline, si Coach Even Stevens, nandiyan dyan. Sa baseline, no? Oh, kita mo na?
Coach Cholo Martin.
Diba? Oh, in attendance yan.
In a Sunbeta t-shirt or collared shirt.
Legend. Legend. Yep. Love the guy. Love the guy.
Naive. Corteza pulls up. Mapua still has time. 5 seconds to be exact. Rosilio, ooh!
That's a good foul to give. I think they're not yet in the penalty. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, that was one foul to give. Ng Benilde Blazers.
Dalisay and Escamis coming in for this last play in the first period. There you see.
There you go.
Cholo Martin.
Bumata si Coach Cholo, ha? Bumata, ha? Medyo bumata. No, kasi last year talagang grabe din yung yung trabaho niya with Arellano Chiefs.
Dalisay defended by Davis. Davis sent in for that purpose. We'll take a break. Benilde leads Mapua 18-14 at the end of one.
14 for the Mapua Cardinals.